'Tis the season for Christmas stouts. We're going to show you some of the best.
How good are Czech beers? Germans say they're the best. We'll find out why.
I can't wait for that. From Ship Bottom Brewery in Swarthmore, Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow, all new season of What's Brewing.
Okay, fam, quick stop in Montgomery County, but we have to be at Grandma's by 5 p.m.
Do we have time to stop at the mall?
KOP!
Yes!
Do we have time to hit the slopes?
Skiing at Spring Mountain. Do we have time for Santa?
If we have time for wildlife at the zoo!
Do we have time for food?
I have a list of 1,800 restaurants.
Yum! Do we have time for an overnight?
I feel like we're forgetting something.
When you spend the holidays in Montgomery County, your other plans can wait.
Honey, call them again.
Hey, welcome to What's Brewing, brought to you by Valley Forge and Montgomery County. I'm Glen Macnow with my pal Lew Bryson. Nice to see you.
Good to be here.
We're at Ship Bottom Brewery in Swarthmore, one of my favorite places, all decorated up for the holidays, which brings us to what we're going to start with this week, which is holiday stouts, and they make a great one here.
Just happen to have one, right?
Yeah, okay. So this is, and people who watch the show for years know, one of my favorite beers is their Mexican stout. It won my favorite beer of the year a couple of years back. So we got the same beer, but in different forms.
Yeah.
Yours is right out of the can.
Which I understand was like canned recently. So
Yeah, I think it's a day old. I got the
nice.
I got the hand pump and oh yeah, it's really good. It's really
Oh,
good.
look at that settling.
Yeah,
That's so nice.
That's nice. All right, so Lew, let's just start with this. What defines a holiday stout as we enjoy this fine one?
Wow. Sorry.
No, it's good.
I mean, it'd be easy to say that defines a holiday stout.
Right.
A holiday stout has to be, well, I think it has to be rich, like a cake. It has to have something else going on other than just a plain stout, because like the holiday season is a celebration.
Okay.
So you want to do something a little extra.
All right, so that gets us to our swap of the week, and I brought you this out of Richmond, Virginia. This is Hardywood Christmas Morning. I've had some Hardywood. You probably have in your life.
My brother-in-law actually gets me a bottle of this in my Christmas package every year.
All right. Oh, nice. So they define this. This is what they write up about it. Christmas Morning lends a cheerfully heightened decadence to our gingerbread stouts. I like a gingerbread. Yeah. Through deep conditioning on locally roasted Brazilian Sumatran coffee, hints of sweet honey and oven. Let's just drink it.
Wow, and it's all there. You know that? You can almost pick out each one of those things.
But again, I don't think I would want to drink this in April or August or whatever.
And I wouldn't want to drink a whole lot more than that.
But this time of year?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. All right, what'd you bring me?
I have, from my home county, Lancaster Brewing. This is their double chocolate milk stout. They make a milk stout regularly and have since they opened, but this, they just kind of went a little crazy.
All right, so pour me a little, and as you do, define a milk stout for me.
Pretty simple. It is a fairly sweet stout that is heightened by adding lactose, milk sugar, and lactose doesn't ferment. Ale yeast can't eat lactose, so it just stays in there and is nicely sweet.
Well, it's like a milkshake, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Now they also make a strawberry wheat beer. Blend those two together, chocolate-covered strawberry. Yeah.
Okay. We got a couple of others that I brought to show you. And again, this shows the flexibility of it. This is Left Hand's Nitro Candy Cane. We might have tried this last year.
It's a nice-looking package.
Yeah, it's a nice-looking package. It's kind of a minty thing. And this is Prairie Artisan Ale's Christmas Bomb. So don't know what that is. And what else I want to ask you about? The flexibility of stouts, I think, is very cool. Because, as we said, right? So this, give me the Mexican stout for a minute.
Sure.
Yeah, because this has got in it, here you go, roasted with coffee, chocolate, ancho, chipotle peppers, cinnamon, lactose, and vanilla beans.
And it all works.
Yeah, it all blends together.
Yeah.
But there's oyster stouts, there's coffee stout.
Guinness, Irish dry stout, which is like 4% and lean as a bone.
You can do anything you want with it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Very flexible style.
All right. And it is, listen, this time of year, try new things. One of the things we like to do with this show is get people to try new things. So make sure that you try new things.
Don't be afraid of it.
Don't be afraid of it. All right. When we get back, Lew and I are going to talk about some developments that have occurred since we were last with you in the spring. Some good, some bad, but new things that are happening in the business. And so you'll pardon us while we drink away during this commercial.
Cheers.
From Ship Bottom, it's Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow. What's brewing?
This island is our home. Here, the rhythm of life is set to the ebb and flow of the tides. From sunrise serve sessions to sunset clam bakes, every moment is a shared experience among locals and visitors. A place where time slows down and problems are left behind as we cross over the causeway. Whether LBI is a summer colony to you, your home, or maybe you've never had the chance to visit, this is our way of capturing the essence of our island home for you to experience. We invite you to crack open a can and raise a glass as we celebrate the spirit of Long Beach Island with LBI Lager. Island inspired, brewed for the beach, enjoyed everywhere.
Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing from Ship Bottom in Swarthmore. This is a great place. Come hang out, enjoy the festivity of the seasons. And for me, of course, it's a hoppin' hazy IPA, because you know, Lew, hazy IPAs are my jam, pal. And you?
I'm on the West Coast with the Shack IPA.
It's a fine beer, but I always love the hazies. By the way, sign up for the Montco Makers Passport, a free mobile pass that will take you to the best breweries in Montgomery County, several which we plan to visit this season. In coming weeks, you will have a chance to win prizes. All right. Since we last met, a lot has happened. Some good, some not.
Oh.
One of the things that I'm really curious about is the Great American Beer Fest took place in October in Denver.
Yep, as always.
326 medals were handed out to 273 breweries. 5 from Pennsylvania, 2 from New Jersey, 1 from Delaware. 8 out of 326. All right. Before we get to the reasons why, let me
not as good as we used to do.
No, let me give the local winners their nod. Bonesaw out of Glassboro, New Jersey won a gold and a bronze. Attic Brewing in Philly won a silver for its Belgian-style strong specialty ale. New Ridge Brewing in Philly won a bronze for coffee stout. And Springhouse in Lancaster, your neck of the woods, Lancaster, won a gold for specialty Berliner Weiss, the Commander Salamander.
I would just like to observe that these are our strengths. These beers, this is what this area has always been good at.
But why 8 out of 326?
There's been a lot of talk about this recently, how the GABF always being in Denver subtly favors Western brewers.
Okay.
Because more of them go, because it's easier to get there.
Right. Well, right. And here's what I'm told. You have to travel. You have to take the beer. The beer's got to go on a plane. It's not as good.
It's not as fresh.
And I'm also told that it's kind of pricey to go out there, and you're taking people out there, and you have a great party, but you don't really get the return on investment that maybe you want.
But see, the big return on investment for the brewers, the medals, sure. But the other thing is the networking. And the West Coast brewers get to network more, and they pass things in. And I'm just saying, a lot of the judges are from out in that area too. Yeah. And those are the beers they're used to drinking.
Okay. All right. Very sad news. And you can speak to this. Chris LaPierre, who's just the longtime head brewer at Iron Hill, passed away in July.
Very sad.
And by all accounts,
completely unexpected.
He was just a huge figure on the local beer scene.
I went to his memorial service. They had it at Iron Hill in Center City. It was the largest spontaneous gathering of brewers I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Outside of something planned like GABF or Craft Beer Conference, I've never seen that many brewers. Lappy hasn't worked in New England for over 20 years. I saw brewers there that didn't even work with him. They just all came down.
Our condolences. And by the way, his Belgian ale, which was known as the Cannibal, in fact won 3 medals at the World Beer Cup.
Yep.
So we salute you.
Absolutely.
By drinking beer. All right, next. Federal judge in Texas ruled to end a 156-year federal ban on home distilling. Over the summer, district judge in Texas ruled that ban was exceeded Congress's taxing powers and violated the Constitution's commercial clause. I will not ask you to speak to the constitutionality of it,
Please don't.
but I will ask you to speak to this. If his ruling is not overturned, does this mean that in a few years we're going to have a nation of home distillers, as we've gotten, like everybody's a home brewer now, since Jimmy Carter back in 1979 or whatever it was, ruled that you could home brew? Is everybody going to be making a still in their bathtub?
I mean, a lot of people already are. Got to be honest.
So is this a good thing?
It's a thing. And the dangers of home distilling, which I thought, but I mean, apparently have been overstated.
The dangers of it as in?
It's
blow
actually
up the
fairly hard
house?
to blow it up.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a meth lab?
Well, it's not. It's not. It's still, I mean, you have to know what you're doing because you're working with hot alcohol, but it's not as explosive as gasoline. It's not that dangerous. And the whole thing about, you'll go blind. Well, if you're making alcohol with grain, you're not going to get methanol. It's impossible.
Okay.
So, no.
So I infer from what you say, a good thing, but not really a big deal.
I don't think it's going to be a big deal. No, it's too complicated.
Here's what I learned, and here's why I'll never do this. I can go to the Pennsylvania State Store, and I can buy all range of lovely alcohol, much as I can come here and buy a delicious beer. I'm not going to homebrew because I can buy better beer than I can make. All right, guess what? Our photo contest is back. We've had great fun over the years, every week, asking you to send us a photo. And at the end of the year, we hold a party, and all the winners get to come and drink beer with us. We are starting it this week. Here's the first challenge. As the holiday season is arriving, send us a picture of Santa drinking a beer, as in you as Santa drinking a beer. We're showing you some samples now. This is kind of stock art. But you dressed as Santa drinking a beer, or Mrs. Claus.
Oh, Mrs. Claus.
Or an elf would
reindeer.
work. You as a reindeer. That could win.
It could win.
That could win. Send it to my Twitter page at Real Glen Macnow or my Facebook page, Glen Macnow. Lew, what's your social media?
Lew Bryson.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Lew Bryson everywhere. Or at What's Brewing PA. The best ones get to join us for a party. When we get back, Lew's favorite segment, we're going to start looking at international beers, and we're beginning with the best beers from the Czech Republic. Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow from Ship Bottom Brewing. Yeah,
I'm ready.
you are ready. From Ship Bottom Brewing in Swarthmore, this is What's Brewing. Hey Andrew, as we're here reminiscing about 10 years of Conshohocken Brewing Company, which of our 4 great spaces is your favorite?
How about right here in KOP, our main production brewery with event space for any occasion.
Great start, but how about our Conchi tap room right along the Schuylkill River Trail?
A true original, our classic go-to, and super chill vibes over there on East Elm.
Well, now we're talking. Now, Puddler's Kitchen and Tap in Bridgeport, a favorite of mine, including our great sports fundraising events.
And no matter the occasion, Puddler's Kitchen and Tap has the perfect space. Great beer, good food, and spirits.
Let's finish strong. Rec Room, my favorite spot for games and live music.
Yeah, directly across from the Colonial Theater in the heart of Phoenixville. Rec Room is always lively. Great event spaces too.
With fresh beer, delicious food, full bars, and a variety of unique spaces to host any size gathering or event, Conshohocken Brewing Company has something for everyone. Welcome back to What's Brewing, presented by Valley Forge and Montgomery County. We're at Ship Bottom Brewery in Swarthmore. And Lew, so over the summer, I visited Portugal.
Nice.
It was tremendous.
Yeah,
right? That's
great
where I got
country.
this cool hat.
I like that.
And I'm walking in Lisbon, and I found a place called the Beer Museum. So I went in thinking this was going to be great. You see some of the visuals are beautiful. Turned out it was kind of a cheesy restaurant and didn't really have much. And there really was not a beer scene in Portugal.
No.
Kind of 2 national light lagers and so on. But it got me thinking, and you and I talked, let's do a thing. As we last year did the 50 state beer. This year, let's do a different country every week. And I said, all right, what do you want to start with? And you said, damn it, Czech Republic. So we are. And by the way, that means we're opening with this Ship Bottom Czech Pilsner.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about locally made Czech beers in a moment. Well, we enjoy this. But
Nice.
Lew, why Czech? Why did you say that's where we're starting?
Okay, I don't like plugging my book, and I don't do it often. But one of the things I say
I
is...
have it written in here. Okay, go ahead.
Experience matters. And when I want a really good beer, I want to go someplace where they know what they're doing. And these guys have been making this beer since 1842.
All right, well, that's a specific beer, Pilsner Urquell, which is their national beer, the beer out of Prague. So pour us a taster of that. Here's a couple of tasters for you. Yes, when you order. Yeah, go ahead.
Pilsner Urquell means the original source from Pilsner. And Pilsen, Pils.
I was drinking this
is
in
the name
college,
of the town.
like 40 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So this is still a thing. And for whatever reason, you say cans better than a...
Yeah, because of the light.
Oh, okay. All
Let's toast. Like a Czech.
Okay. Nazdraví.
Nazdraví.
Okay. And it's
Eye
important.
to eye.
Oh, is that what that actually means?
Nazdraví. There you go. Because that way you know you're seeing the person.
All right. Oh, that is nice.
Oh, that's very nice.
You have a personal story with this and your son?
I do. When my son turned 21, I happened to look at the schedule for what was going on in Philly that day, and I asked my son to do me a favor and not have a drink all day, because he went to work and his friends took me out for lunch. I'm like, please, just don't have a drink. I want your first legal drink to be something special. My son's first legal drink was a Pilsner Urquell poured for him by the brewmaster from Pilsner Urquell, Václav Burka.
Wait, you were in...
No, he was here.
Oh, he was
in Philly
here.
for an event.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay, well, that's very
That was pretty cool. I was pretty happy with that.
That's really nice. Okay, so I thought we started with the Czech Republic because, as I read, it is the country that drinks the most beer per capita, 188 liters per person. That is every man, woman, and child.
Yeah, they're pretty much just breathing beer.
Somebody's just doing a lot of it. Yeah.
No, you know what it is? It's just steady. It's every day.
Okay.
Every day.
What makes their beer different? Well, you said in the open it's like the beer Germans wish they made, or something like that.
Yeah.
So why is their beer so good?
I was drinking in Germany, and Germans told me, you got to go drink in the Czech.
Why is their beer so good?
Soft water. The hops are grown right there in Bohemia. The Zatz hop is the one they call it Zatec. It's a spicy, almost buzzy kind of hop. And then the Bohemian barley as well. They grow a very nice barley there. I mean, I think there are American... Actually, I think Coors uses some Moravian barley. But it's those local ingredients that make a Pilsner. German Pilsners are different. They have a completely different character.
Okay. So we start with the Pilsner Urquell, which you put at the top of the list. Some others that we got. This is the 1454, which is the year they started making it. Bacalar Dark Lager.
Dark Lager's a big thing right now.
Dark Lager is a big thing. Just a small part of the market over there, but something they do. Czechvar. This one. What do you know about this guy?
Well, this is the beer that's made in České Budějovice. This is, in Czech, it's Budvar, Budweiser.
Right. They call it Budweiser, but they can't sell it over here as Budweiser. So
there
they give it a
so
different
many
name.
legal agreements about those beers.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, where's my Kozel? Here it is. Love the can on this with the old goat. Kozel, 1874, Ležák. It's got a 4.6, very drinkable beer. Anything you know about this guy?
It's also owned by SAB Miller, like Pilsner Urquell.
Okay. And this, everybody owns it.
I know.
All right. And this one, Craft Boom of
Pardubice.
God bless you know this.
So here's a weird, I'm not a sports guy.
Real?
I actually went to an ice hockey game in Pardubice.
Did you?
I did.
If you were a sports guy, you would just call it a hockey game, but go on.
Yeah, well, so I did that. And then another little thing, Pardubice is where they invented plastic explosives. Just a little thing to throw in there.
So that's called Craft Boom, but I asked
I think that's why it's called Boom.
Right, I asked our friend Jim Martin. Oh, that's why it's called Boom.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I didn't put that together. I asked our pal Jim Martin of Lower Merion Beverage, is there a craft beer scene over there? They said, not really. Everything kind of got bought up by Carling and so on.
Yeah, there's a couple holdouts,
so
but
there's not. It's cheap.
Yeah.
These Czech beers are relatively inexpensive.
Yeah, I remember when the last time I was in Prague, I had to pay like €3.50 for a beer, and I was outraged because I thought that was ridiculously expensive because I'd been drinking out in the country where it was like 75 cents.
You can buy very good Czech beer. The style translates over here. As we said, we're drinking this delicious ship bottom Czech Pilsner. You've also got Workhorse, makes a good one out of KOP. Workhorse checked out. Alexander Czech Pilsner, Schillingberry, New Hampshire, which is a good one. And you've got your own favorite?
Human Robot. Human Robot's making some great Czech style beers. Their Czech 10 is something I pick up every time I'm in the city.
Nice. Okay. Hey, What's Brewing is presented in part by our friends from Lower Merion Beverage. Let's find out from Jim Martin what he's got for us this week.
Hi Glenn, this is Jim from Lower Merion Beverage Company. Today we'd like to talk about the Czech Dark Lager. It's a well-balanced, malty yet sweet beer from the Czech Republic. We currently carry Kozel from the Czech Republic. We also carry Jack's Abbey, Bohemian Dusk. If you're looking for something local, we highly recommend Human Robot's Dark Lager selections. Come visit us at Lower Merion Beverage Company at 50 Greenfield Avenue, Ardmore, Pennsylvania. We'd love to see you here.
Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing, presented by Valley Forge on Montgomery County. I'm Glen Macnow. He's Lew Bryson. This is Robert Zarko. He is the owner and chief bottle washer here at Ship Bottom Brewing, one of our favorite places. We've been to your place at LBI. We love being here. We love being at Lynn Villa. Always, and you've been with us since the beginning. But what are these tall, skinny glasses, Robert Zarko?
It's a Stange glass. So these are traditional glasses to serve a Kolsch in. And we do Kolsch service here at our bar. So you basically come in, you get a Kolsch. It's easy drinking, 5%.
Yeah.
Once it's finished, our bartenders will fill it up for you. Unless you put a coaster on there, that shows that you're done.
So wait. So I'm sitting at the bar. I'm having this nice beer. Lou, you're finished before I will.
Yep.
I'm done. I put this down. I chat with my friends. I turn around. Hello.
Don't even have to ask.
An entirely new glass of beer. That's the way it works.
It's a beautiful thing, yes.
That's how it is there. I've been to Cologne a couple of times. Went with my wife once. You sit there. They serve you a beer, and you don't have to do anything until you're done when you put your coaster on top of the beer. And as they serve them, they just put a mark on the edge of the coaster, and then they add it all up at the end.
Talk about some of the things you got going on, which is a roving cigar bar is coming here. What's up with that?
Yeah, they're going to be here on December 20th, so it'll be parked outside. It's a converted horse trailer, and they're going to have all different cigars for you to try.
In town?
No horses, just cigars.
Oh, just a trailer.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's
All right.
outfitted.
I thought
Lou was thinking the Budweiser.
I was kind of
Oh,
excited.
no, not the Clydesdales. We're not affiliated with Budweiser.
No,
Yeah.
far from it.
So they'll have an inside and outside portion for the cigars, and it's just a relaxing experience.
Oh, nice. So I get to sit there, smoke a stogie, drink a beer.
Exactly.
Nice, very
Cool.
nice. I mentioned earlier that you guys do stuff all the time at Lynn Villa, the beer garden you have there. What months does that go, by the way?
It goes from, I guess, right around Easter, before Easter. So this year it was middle of March. And they're continuing where they're doing in Christmas at the farm this year. So they're going to have an ice skating rink, axe throwing. They'll have merchant vendors, craft vendors, food. You can pick up your Christmas trees, wreaths, whatever you need. And then we'll have the beer and
just
cider.
slipped axe throwing in
I
there.
thought you cringed it. Right?
You could have a beer and throw an axe.
That's the traditional Christmas
Exactly. So.
Well, I guess my question with the ice skating rink is the world we live in these days. Last year we had no snow. It was 60 degrees all the time. I cannot predict what the temperature will be the day the show runs because we're taping in advance. But basically, it's been 60 degrees most days. How are we doing ice there?
Synthetic ice, called glaze. So it's something I've never skated on. I grew up playing ice hockey. I'm excited to actually try it.
Wow.
So you could skate if it's 100 degrees out,
Okay.
if you wanted to.
Lou, are you an ice skater?
No. My wife is. I'm not.
Well, there you go. Okay. Still, I used to play hockey. I still get out there every once in a while. Let's talk about the beers. Let's talk about what's going on. What's coming up this winter?
This winter we have, I think it's on the 8th of December, where we have a double chocolate peppermint stout coming out. We have our abominable snow monster, which you had, which has honey, figs, sweet cherries, and sugar plums in it. That's 10%. That's a winter beer for us, just not a holiday beer, but a winter beer, and that goes all the way
So
through.
we started the show by talking about winter beers and stouts and so on. So how do you, and Lou and I kind of how do you define it? And Lou, your answer was?
Fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So how do
Something extra.
you define a winter beer?
Something stronger that you're not going to drink a lot of, that you're going to just sit there, let the glass warm up, the beer warm up, and just sip on and drink really slowly, enjoy yourself.
That works well. There you go.
Keeps you nice and warm.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. What else did I want to ask you about? You got the mug club, right? I had the mug. Here it is. Look at this.
So Peacemaker,
Attractive.
Peacemaker Potty made those for us. We have a limited amount. People come in and join our club for a small fee, and then they get incentives all year for being a mug club member.
Now, does my mug live here, or do I take
No,
my
you
mug
take
home?
your mug home, and
Okay.
we have backup mugs that you drink out of, and they're a
Okay.
bigger pour. They're a 20-ounce pour, and we charge you for 16 ounce, so you get a discount there too.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Well, listen, always love being here. You've got the LBI place open year round. Is that correct?
Yes, sure is.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we struggled through the winter. It's tumbleweeds down the boulevard.
I remember we came down there
Locals
one
gotta
year.
love it.
Joe Sixpack and I went down there one year and did a show. I don't know, February, March. I mean, it was really off season. And I remember driving there thinking, like, nobody's going to be there. It's going to be Joe and me and you. You had a crowd.
Yeah, they were all at the bar. And now Jersey laws lighten up, so we're able to do foods. We partner with food vendors, so we can't serve it
hold
ourselves.
on a second. Jersey laws have lightened up. I'm coming to join you.
End times.
It's only taken 8 years for me, but they're finally there. So
Only
right
took
now,
100 years for Jersey. So
Yeah, right now we're doing oysters, raw oysters on Friday nights. Saturday we're doing barbecue, and then we're doing wings and fingers with the chicken or the
Well, you
egg.
always got stuff going on. Look at you.
Trying.
Hey, man. And the coal service is a blast.
Yeah.
So come on out for that. Robert Zarco, pleasure.
Hey, thanks
All
for having me
Hey,
on.
we like it so much we're going to hang around another week.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Lew Bryson, always a pleasure. Everybody, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week from this same spot with an all-new episode of What's Brewing.